I was having symptoms and having a lot of pain, but I thought it was related to a past surgery from my neck. I had bone spurs, and I had an operation on that, and these pains were almost exactly the same type of pains. And it finally reached one day in April that I hadn't slept for a couple days, and this night I didn't sleep at all. She ended up, it actually took me to the emergency room. And
they were waiting for you. We'd called ahead.
She'd already called ahead, and they were waiting for me.
They had everything set up for him to have a CAT scan and everything. We knew he was having random pain, which is not normal to have random pain, you know, in your leg that goes to your shoulder and everything else. So that emergency room was unreal. They were wonderful to us. They took us in right away. They got him back there, ran a CAT scan, and we knew within half an hour that he had cancer.
And it was, you know, it wasn't something that they were going to really be able to treat.
They think the point of origin was the thymus gland, but he had it all one-sided, his legs, his arm, shoulder, hip. It's in the bone everywhere, and that's why he was having random pain.
I did tell him immediately I did not want chemo or anything of that nature. And that the only thing I wanted to do was if they could do something on the pain level.
They did surgery on his spine. He had 4 little places where that gets real porous, I guess is why they explained it, in the bone, and they fixed it in 4 different places. That's why his pain was so severe. And at that time, the neurosurgeon said, you know, I have somebody I want you to meet. And they pulled Dr. Cleaver in the room, and they said, we want you to meet him. And they ended up doing his surgery, the one to fix the 4 places, and then put in the pain pump within the same day. So he's only in surgery once.
The doctors worked together so well. I mean, it was just unbelievable. They got together and actually introduced me to other doctors. And I thought that, you know, in fact, I think before it was all over, there were 5 different ones.
They worked that closely with each other to make sure that he was getting the best he could get at the time. And they were just phenomenal.
The care I got, the results out of everything, I couldn't be any happier. Couldn't ask for more.
When we sat down and talked with the physicians, it was not something they felt that was curable. And quality of life was a major issue for both of us. And Dr. Cleaver spoke to us about doing a pain pump. Since Mike did not want to do the chemotherapy, the oncologist felt that with this type of cancer, it would basically, in his words, he said it would laugh, the cancer would laugh at the chemotherapy. They only gave him a couple of months. And the pain is what we wanted to make sure that was taken care of since he lost so much weight.
The great thing about it is it does not have to actually go through your whole system. Like taking medicine orally, it is hooked in directly where you need the pain, or where the pain's at. And
we have spent now 7 months being able to do things that we've always wanted to do.
We just bought, we just got this new home. And we wanted something that was easier for Laurie to take care of. As I said, there were things, my big concern was them being taken care of and being in a position that they could, you know, function without me. So I had a lot of projects.
You know, whether we go out walking in the yard, fishing, hunting.
I've done everything from washed the outside of this house from top to bottom. It was vinyl and it needed, you know, it's the green growth and everything on it. I've built rails around the front and gates and everything. I've redone doors in it. I enjoy hunting, anything outdoors. And we've got a spot here that I can just, it's nature all the way around the house. And we've got dogs. You might hear them in the background every once in a while barking back there, but they're our entertainment. You can sit and watch them, and we just have a great life right here.
What this pain pump that Dr. Cleaver put in has done for Mike is given him the ability to live. It was getting to the point where he was pretty much bedridden for a while. And after the pain pump was done and everything kicked into gear, he's eating well, snacking in the refrigerator, usually every night between midnight and 2 a.m., and putting on some weight again. And it's given 7 or 8 months of wonderful time that we've been able to enjoy with our family that we would not have had if it wasn't for the pain pump. We always say it's prayers and pain pumps, because if it wasn't for either one of those, we would not have been able to enjoy the things we've enjoyed the last several months. It's like he's gotten a second chance. You know, we know this is not something that's going to cure his cancer, but this is something that has given him life that he would not have had.
Without it, I wouldn't want to be here. The quality of life that I had for those 2 days, I would have been happier to go. But as long as I can, function this way, I've got the attitude for everything else to work.
You don't get second chances very often. And we've gotten the gift of a second chance.